do you ever have fans that are emotional or talk to you about like how it changed their life or it meant so much to them? Because I have that, which is pretty freaking profound to have someone say, your show saved me. I'm like, come on. I mean, I know the song on the show was Somebody Save Me, but like, how did a show like this save you? In my mind, I don't say it like, come on,
Yep.
what's wrong with you? But like when they start telling me like, this is what my dad and I watched, and my dad passed, but I always had these memories. And when I went through a hard time, I'd go back and I'd watch these and whatever it was. And it just like blew me away how something that seems so trivial, we get paid to make pretend and then people coming up to you and saying these things, it really had an impact on me, and it still has an impact, but I'm sure you've gotten that.
100%. And it is a lot of parents and children, or some people who've lost significant people in their life and that would enjoy a show together. And also, being a part of something that was rooted in grief, that, while some I think could argue that it was rooted in love, a lot of it was rooted in grief and loss. So I get that a lot. And also I totally get it,
Yeah.
Gosh, I told this, I was at the airport this like 2 years ago. And and there was someone walking by. She was a flight attendant, and she came back with someone else, like one of her coworkers. And she just started crying about like this loss that she had experienced in her life. And she had gotten so depressed in a relationship that had ended. And she just started to cry and said, she was so alone, but she could watch, a show every single night and know that like she could come home to that. And then I start crying because I said, and she's like, I know you probably think I sound crazy. I'm like, no, you're not crazy at all. I have the same thing. Like I have those same feelings, and I have shows that I come home to, and that I know if I need to cry or if I need to laugh, or I have like bouts of insomnia, that I can just like leave my computer on and it plays in the background. And so, and I've also learned that like, I feel really grateful to have learned like that it's such a waste of time to be cool. Like all the cool people in the world are really like the fans. You know what I mean? Like people who are willing to be fanatic about something that they love.
Yeah, that's cool.
And without any shame or like guilt or like,
yeah.
or like this is embarrassing. No, it's not. Like it shouldn't be embarrassing to like celebrate something that brings you joy. That should not be embarrassing. It's like, and I'm talking about very simple things, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm not like, but things that are like a show or a movie or a universe of
or a book
characters
or whatever,
or a book or a musical artist, like that's okay.
And it makes you feel like you're doing your job. I mean, a lot of times we do. I mean, look, I've done a lot of shit, man. I mean, just I call it shit, like not good, product out there. And I've done some great stuff and so, whatever, but
it's called a job. You're working.
It's a job, but sometimes you do something that
sometimes.
Yeah, sometimes you do something that impacts people, and I think it's great.